Hey y'all, it's Kitty, and today I'm gonna do my weekly makeup basket. I did an experiment with last week's basket where I compared my Too Faced chocolate bar palette to this LA Colors nude palette. And this one's called Almost Nude, and I got it at the Dollar Tree. This was actually kind of interesting. Number one, this is not a dupe for this. Actually, all week my eyes were lopsided because I wore this on one eye and this on the other eye, and I couldn't quite get them to match. I'm not sure what I expected, but you know, when you're comparing a dollar palette versus a $49 palette, now granted there's way more eyeshadow in here, but you know, you get the idea. When you compare a cheap versus expensive, I think I kind of decided that it's not very fair. Let me try to explain that. So this was just it was no contest. This is beautiful eyeshadow. And yes, this looked way better when it was next to this. However, let's say I didn't have this and I was just using this. This was beautiful just on its own. It lasted just as long as this, and I used the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So the staying power was equal to this one with that Urban Decay Primer Potion. The only reason this one did not measure up to the chocolate bar was pigmentation. I really had to work to build up the color payoff on this one, on my eye. And this one, you know, you just barely dip your brush in and you have lots of color. But you know what? For $1, this was beautiful eyeshadow. Just the color payoff wasn't as great as this one. So yes, I'm still going to use this and enjoy it. It didn't break me out. It didn't get all weird. It was beautiful colors. So yeah, I'm going to still enjoy this. But you know, I kind of pitted it against one of the most beautiful palettes on the planet, you know, so maybe it wasn't very fair. Okay, on to this week's basket. And after I talk about this week's basket, I want to discuss using products up. So for this week's basket, I think I'm going to start with my face mask. I'm going to use this My Beauty Diary Aloe Mask. And I get these off Amazon, as I've said before, and they're just wonderful. I love them. And I think I've tried just about every one they have, and I've never had a breakout from it. And I'm going to continue to use my Origins Eye Doctor eye cream. Does this ever happen to you guys where you're trying to use something up and it just never ends? It like goes on and on and on and on. That's how much I have left. And I've keep using this, but that's how much I had left weeks ago. You know, sometimes I feel like we complain about the prices of cosmetics and stuff like that, but these things really last. I mean, I'll probably never finish the eyeshadows in here. So, is it worth it to feel good about yourself? Yes, absolutely. Okay, that's all. Oh, I'm gonna go back and use this week my Murad Intensive C Radiance Peel. Oh, I love this stuff. Wonderful. Murad has like a whole line that's this vitamin C stuff, and you can get like a little starter kit, and I want to get that kit so it's not full sizes of everything, but it's little bigger than sample size. But you get to try all the pieces to the line, and that's next on my wish. That is next on my wish list. Okay, for foundation this week, I'm going to mix it up and go back to something this is another thing I really love, and it's the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream plus Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum plus SPF 50. I've seen a couple people talk about this on YouTube. This is another one of my absolute favorite foundation type products. So y'all all remember the huge BB and CC cream craze that happened on YouTube a while back. And I think other people moved on from the craze. I didn't. I love BB cream and CC creams. And this, along with one other one, are the two best BB CC creams that I've used that are from American companies. Most of the other BB creams I love are Korean. Interestingly enough, I researched this one and it is made in Korea. So I think the reason this one is so good is because it's like a Korean BB CC cream. This stuff is wonderful. And you wouldn't believe how much coverage you get out of this. Now, normally I don't like a whole lot of coverage, so I really have to shear this out. But yeah, it's just wonderful. I wear the color Fair, and when I use this, I don't use a primer. So no primer this week. So that's my foundation product. I'm going to continue using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. This stuff is wonderful. It doesn't dry out my eyelids during the winter either. For eyeshadow this week, I'm going to go with a Dollar Tree find. And I'm going to use this Color Me Glow Profusion palette. It says it's number 3. I don't remember the name of this. This was in a recent Dollar Tree haul I did. And for eyeliner, what I usually like to do most of the time when I'm using eyeshadow is I'll just get my brush wet and I'll use one of these as the eyeliner. So I'm excited to try that. For perfume this week, since my allergies are still kind of acting up, I'm going to keep using this The Body Shop Atlas Mountain Rose perfume. I really like this when I'm having bad allergies because it doesn't bother me. Okay, for lipsticks this week, I'm going to use these Maybelline Superstay 14-hour lipsticks. I really love these, and I have 2 of them. They look like that. They have wonderful staying power. They're a little drying, but you just need a lip balm. What colors are these? This one is in color, no, I'm getting old. Let's see. Keep Me Coral. So that's Keep Me Coral. And then this other one I have is Eternal Rose. And I really, really like these. And you don't need a lip liner or anything with these. They're really non-fussy. And since I'm having bad allergies and having to blow my nose a lot, I think these will work nicely. You don't want to be using lip gloss when you're having bad allergies. Okay, so this is, you know what? I think I want to save this for last. Let me talk about fingernail polish next. So, I think some of y'all are not going to believe this. I put this manicure on last Saturday, and this is Sunday. So this manicure has stayed beautiful for, this is day 8. The only thing that's wrong with it is it's grown out. I do not have one single chip. Not one. I kind of don't like to show my thumbs, but I'm going to show you my thumbs. I have Fatty McFadden's thumbs. Not one single chip. I think you need this, okay? And I'm not going to say that often on my channel because makeup is so personal and, you know, do what you like. But you need this. And it's that Sephora Formula X system. I don't think the polish has anything to do with it, to be honest. I think this is what's keeping my manicure on because I've used OPI nail polish before and it, you know, it's good polish, but it'll chip around day 4. This one hasn't. I think it's because of this. It's this Formula X system. It comes with a cleaner, and I think the cleaner is an important part. So here's the cleaner. And then this pinky one is the base coat, and then there's the top coat. Now, it's not super fast drying like that Seche Vite stuff, but it dries pretty fast. I try not to do anything major for about 2 hours after I do a manicure. I think you need this. Okay. And so for this week's nail polish color, I just got this. I haven't even hauled it yet. It's the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry, and it's in the color Rush Hour. And this was brand new at the drugstore. I hadn't seen it yet. Ooh, isn't that pretty? It's kind of a grayish purple. And this is called Rush Hour. Okay, and next week I'll tell you how that holds up with the Formula X system. Okay, I saved this for last because it's kind of going to be a ramble. And if you don't want to hear it, then you don't have to hear it. This is the mascara I put in last week's basket. And it's the Voluminous Miss Manga. And I think I mentioned last week that I really don't like this mascara, but that I wanted to use it up. Okay? And I hear that a lot in Pan That Palette and Project Pans and Shop My Stash and Weekly Makeup Baskets. I hear those words a lot. I don't really like this, but I want to use it up. I got to thinking about that this week. I don't like this mascara. Not only is it clumpy and wet, super wet, it smudges on me. And usually if I wear eye primer, mascara will not smudge on me, even non-waterproof. So let's think about this logically. I was miserable all week because of this mascara. And you know, I'd get home and I'd look like a raccoon. I will never get my money back on this. So not only will I never get my money back, I'll be miserable while using it. And I'll never get my money back. Why am I using it? This is going into my empties. I decided that that's silly. I guess the only reason I might want to use up something is to not be wasteful. But there's just not a whole lot of product in a tube of mascara. So I don't think I really feel guilty about throwing this out now. Okay, so directly into my empties. For this week's mascara, and I've never heard anybody talk about this on YouTube, it's the L'Oreal Double Extend Beauty Tubes Mascara. And I may have talked about it before, I can't remember. This is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. And it's one of those mascaras that's a tubing mascara. And those are the mascaras that don't use wax. And they you paint it on it and it surrounds your eyelashes with this, I don't know what it is, if it's a polymer or what, but it doesn't smudge. And it washes off with warm water. And when it washes off, and this is one of the reasons why people hate it, it looks like your eyelashes are falling off because it comes off in these long little tube things. There's a famous brand that makes a tubing mascara. I think it's called Blink. And I've owned that mascara, and this one is better and it's cheaper. And I find they have it at Ulta all the time. And it's a two-parter. You start with this white part. And this one's almost empty. And I'll show you the brush. And then it's just got a little bristle. And this is part 2 you put on. Yeah, really, really nice mascara. I really like to use this in the summer because it doesn't smudge even when you're sweating. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.